Hello friends and welcome to this video. Many of you may be considering buying a new iPhone now that the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus are on the market. And you may be thinking about, well, there are different obstacles or things that you have to think about before buying it. The first thing is consideration is the cost. Maybe you are thinking, well, I don't want to spend $200 to buy the new phone. The good news is that if you have a previous iPhone or another phone, many of the carriers will buy it back from you. I gave my iPhone 5 back and they gave me $235 at Sprint. So that paid for the phone and also for its activation. There is always an activation fee that they charge you. So if you get the phone back to the carrier, the phone will be practically free, depending of course of what version or how old your current phone is. So of course, depending on the brand and on the year that you bought it, it will have different values. But my advice, go as soon as possible so you get as much money as possible. So cost is really not an issue if we consider that. Now the second factor that you have to consider is the size. Which one, if you decided that you want an iPhone, which one should you get? The 6 or the 6 Plus? Well, as you can see, I obviously got the 6, and but this will really vary depending on your needs. For example, since I use my phone mostly to talk, and so I really want something that is still mobile or portable. So I think the iPhone 6 Plus is almost not portable. It can still be put away in a suitcase. You can still hold it with one hand, but it's not as good. For example, one rule of thumb that I have when it takes to the phone sizes is how well I hold it in my hand, and if I can scroll all the way through the phone with my thumb. And you can see that I can do that here. It goes all the way to the edge, so I can almost reach most of the icons here. With the iPhone 6s, that's not really possible. You most of the time will be using both hands to use your phone, but that's just me. So maybe you don't use your phone so much to talk or to multitask, so that's not really an issue. Another thing that you have to consider is how many movies or how much will you appreciate having a bigger screen. The 6S is really almost a pamphlet. It's a combination between phone and tablet, and when you hold that thing against your ear, it does feel a little bit awkward, at least in my opinion. And it feels like a home phone instead of a cell phone in a way. So that's one thing you should consider. But of course, when you're watching a movie and you have that nice screen, you will see the difference. Also, when you are typing, although there's a considerable better size of the keys in the 6, of course the 6 Plus will have much bigger keys for you to type. That will make it easier when you have to type a text message or something like that. Another thing you have to consider is where are you going to store your phone. So first of all, you know that most of the time you will be buying a case. So although the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus are really thin, its thickness will increase a little bit with the case, or depending on the case that you're going to buy. And in the case of the 6 Plus, the case will be bigger, of course. Now, if you put your phone, if you are a girl or a female and you put your phone in a purse, that may not be a bigger issue. Now, if you are male and you need to put your phone in your pocket, like most of us, that could become an issue. Although I noticed that the phone was lighter in my pocket, I also noticed with the S that I could feel it a little bit more than the iPhone 5. So with the iPhone 6 Plus, and I asked permission to put it in my pocket there, and you can really feel the phone. You feel that you have something in there, and when you sit down, you feel there is pressure on your leg. So maybe that's why there are some reports with that phone saying that it bends. I can't believe that phone bends, since it's much bigger, and if you put it in your front pocket and with normal pants, it will have some pressure on the phone and your leg. So those are the things you have to consider. Now, if you don't really put your phone in your front pockets or in your pockets, that's fine. Then, you know, the bigger phone might be an alternative for you, and it will be good. Now, in terms of technology, really the only noticeable improvement with the 6 Plus is the camera. It has a better, not even the megapixels, because we both have 8 megapixel cameras, but a better, an improvement, a technical improvement with the camera itself, which some people report that is noticeable and some people report that it's not so noticeable. Also, the camera with the 6 Plus is full HD, is at 1080, instead with the 6 is 720, but to be honest, the screen is small, so you won't notice that difference. Okay, let me know what you think. Let me know if you got a 6 or a 6 Plus and why, and so we can share impressions and maybe we can help each other to decide. And really thank you for watching this video.